The cream Bos Indicus cattle raised in the Northern Territory are beautiful animals, and there is no better example of their breed than Arthur, whose life ended in an abattoir in Bandar Lampung in the south of Sumatra. Once again, Arthur's story is incredibly important, as the facility in which he spent his final moments is one where Meat and Livestock Australia has trained staff, and where workers follow what the live export industry calls standard operating procedures, using an Australian-designed restraint box. Arthur, like many other cattle, refused to cooperate and allow his legs to be roped, which aggravated this Indonesian worker. Arthur's punishment was to be whacked in the face with the rope. What followed is a procedure recommended and improved by Australia's live export industry. When Arthur struggled against the leg ropes, he tripped and fell, crashing heavily onto the concrete slab. Workers tied ropes around his head and face to restrain him. And then eventually, like most other Australian cattle in Indonesia, his throat was cut whilst he was fully conscious. Arthur would not only have experienced the pain of a prolonged throat cut, he would have remained aware of what he was enduring until he lost consciousness. This MLA best practice procedure took over 5 gruelling minutes, during which Arthur's fear and distress was obvious to all.
Bill, Tommy, Brian, Arthur and Dudley were all beautiful Australian cattle born into Australian care and protection. How I would have loved to have been able to save even one of them, but sadly it was not in my power to do so. It is within the power of the federal government to stop Australian animals from being exported to countries where there are no laws to protect them from cruelty. Please help us to ensure that these animals will never be forgotten, and that their individual stories become the catalyst for change. It only takes a few minutes to take action through our website and to cast your vote for an end to live animal export.